Hello, my name is Doug Kaplan. This is my presentation number 1 for recent advances in technology on enablers. In his book, Diffusion of Innovations, Everett M. Rogers uses 5 categories to review innovations: relative advantage, compatibility, complexity, trialability, and observability. We're going to use these same criteria. First, let's look at the success of the F-15 fighter. For relative advantages, it had speed, range, payload, and persistence over target advantages over comparable jets of its time. It was survivable for its pilots and relatively easy to maintain. Because it was versatile, it could be configured to many different missions and roles. It also had the advantage of being manufactured in the United States, the #1 purchaser of similar products. For compatibility, it was first flown in 1972, and it's expected to fly until 2040. An amazingly long life for a leading-edge product such as this. The current version V can be retrofit back onto previous versions all the way back to the versions produced in the 1980s. It's also compatible with fifth generation Joint Strike Fighters like the F-35. Success of the F-15 fighter is partially due to its simplicity. State-of-the-art cockpit and advanced avionics, such as the joint helmet-mounted cueing system, allow the pilot to see technical information in whatever direction they look. Also, due to its longevity, ground crews are very familiar with the F-15 airframe, simplifying its use in the field. For trialability, as the jet has been around for many years, there's many models that can be tested, often at low cost. The test data for these airframes is well known, and incremental upgrades can be performed on jets that are already in service. The F-15 has many visible advantages. First, it has 104 kills in air-to-air combat versus 0 losses. It's noted for its on-time and on-budget delivery of over 1,200 planes, each retailing at over $100 million. Further, its newest competitor, the F-35, is delayed until at least 2018, ensuring it will have a continued long run. Now let's look at a failure, Orbit Soda. Orbit Soda started out looking like a sure winner. It had a great packaging. It looked like a lava lamp, only it was a fruit cocktail drink. It was brought out by a national distributor. They put forward other successful products, including Clear to Canadian Water, and they were the first to market with this sort of product. Today, I think it would be very familiar to those who are drinking bubble teas. For compatibility, it was basically water with edible floaty things in it. It was non-carbonated and a fruit drink, and so met the requirements of the time for a healthier alternative. Orbit Soda had some complexity challenges. Entering into a hyper-competitive market dominated by Coke and Pepsi, they also had a complex product with some unique requirements. As for trialability, you had to try it, even though the cost was a little higher. You just needed to know what it tasted like. Observability is the whole deal for Orbit Soda. It looked fun. It looked different. Unfortunately, it also tasted like cough syrup. Even when you tried different flavors, they were all awful. Worse yet, drinking it, the little particles that were floating in it kind of tickled the back of your throat and it gave a very uncomfortable feeling. It was also uncarbonated, and so it had a flat taste that didn't match the exciting presentation. Well, thanks for listening to my presentation, number 1. Bet you're thirsty now, though.